Hi, this is Jason with File Letter Comics Collectibles coming at you with another comic review. This time we're taking a look at the Walking Dead issue number 152, United in Fear, from Image Comics, and this is from March of 2016. So the first thing we're going to do is take a closer look at the cover, and we're going to do a little bit of a synopsis. So the comic opens up with Eugene talking to the person he contacted through the radio, and there's kind of a little banter back and forth, but it basically says, that he is part of a group, and Eugene coughs up how many people are in his group, which was kind of dumb, it seemed, because he doesn't know who this person is. And then at the very end, they promise each other not to talk to any of the survivors about, each other. So Father Gabriel is out learning how to shoot walkers with Dwight. Dwight's still a little concerned, how it play out, because Gabriel doesn't realize that there's a chance, they're going to be shooting people, i.e. the Whisperers, and not just zombies. And he doesn't know how he's going to handle killing other survivors. So Rick meets Brandon. Brandon's the son of Morton, the gentleman in issue number 150 who attacked Rick and got his throat ripped out by Rick. And Rick tells him he's sorry about, his father dying. Brandon attacks Rick, but Rick knocks him over and states that he has to behave or Rick's going to end up killing him. Michonne catches the two, and Rick basically says, "We're done," and he leaves. Dwight and Father Gabriel go back, and Father Gabriel goes to his church, and he actually prays, saying, "Forgive me, Father, if I have killed, and I'm good at it." And then Brandon ends up stealing the keys to Negan's cell, and he goes to talk to Negan, and they kind of Brandon wants to get Negan's help to get him to the Whisperers, that he feels that if they were to give the Whisperers a little bit of a heads up, that they would help them go back and kill Rick's group. And Negan basically says he'll think about it. Paula runs and informs Rick that the keys to Negan's cell are gone. Rick runs to the cell calling out for Michonne, and he runs into the basement, and Michonne's already there, and they see an empty cell, and Negan has escaped, presumably with Brandon, and that's where the comic ends. So a pretty decent comic. It's kind of a filler comic. There's not a ton of action in here. Obviously, so we got the beginning part where Eugene is talking to the gentleman on the radio, and they kind of, he kind of inadvertently coughs up some information telling them that they have about 50 survivors. That's kind of information that, I'm sure that nobody else wants anybody else to know. And then the comic goes to, Gabriel learning how to fight, which is pretty cool, but it was kind of nice to see the banter, and the thought process with Dwight, saying that, he doesn't know if he's going to be able to actually kill actual people. Gabriel thinks he's training for zombies. And then the fight with Rick and Brandon is pretty cool. Brandon's taking it out on Rick, that Rick killed his dad, which is, probably the most action that's in this comic. And then, the big ending is the most important thing, is that actually Brandon helps Negan escape. Brandon hates Rick. He wants to get out of there, and he's trying to use Negan to get him to safety or get him somewhere else where he can maybe team up with the Whisperers. And, that's a big deal, because Negan is the biggest and baddest villain they pretty much have had in the Walking Dead comics, and now he's out. And it's going to be interesting to see where they take this. But once again, this has been Jason with File Letter Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.